Hi, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and I'm here today to introduce you to a new series of stitch videos that we're going to do, and to Christina,
hey guys,
who is an avid crocheter, knitter, and she's done a lot of different needle crafts.
I love experimenting. I mean, gosh, I've probably crocheted since I was probably about 8 or 9 years old. I think my grandmother taught me how. So yeah, I mean, I love pretty much any sort of crafting, and I'm always looking forward to learning something new.
So I'm enlisting Christina's help and to get a lot of instructional videos out on YouTube. And if you are looking for any type of help on different stitches, just let us know in the comments. And the different stitches that we're going to show you are like the ripple stitch. And that comes in several variations. There's ripple stitches with single crochets, with waves, and with double crochets stitches. There's all kinds of variations. Some have lace worked into them. And then there's the popular basket weave stitch, and that comes in several different variations. And then there's just regular like V-stitch or a netting stitch or a little seed stitch, which is like a single crochet chain one, and then you go back and single crochet in the chain one space. And then there's the more complicated stitches like the Solomon's knot it's called, or lover's knot this one's called. And what else is there?
Oh gosh. Cluster stitches, wave stitches, shell stitches.
And there's like broomstick lace.
Broomstick lace.
And hairpin lace. There's all kinds of stuff. So maybe we'll split those up too. We'll do the different ones that require like the stuff to go along with them,
right,
like the hairpin lace loom or whatever, you know. So maybe. So anyway, I want you to subscribe to the channel, and you want to make sure that you don't miss any of these great stitches that we're going to show you. And I look forward to Christina helping us.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be
I've already
fun.
seen her crocheting, and that's Maggie approved. So thank you for joining us, and be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Hey everybody, it's Christina from Maggie's Crochet, and today I'm going to show you how to do the Lacy Bobbles pattern. It's a nice open work crochet pattern, and it's got these fun little textured bobbles in the middle of it. So you can work this pattern with any weight of yarn. I would suggest practicing probably with a worsted weight yarn, just something nice and simple to practice with. You'll start by chaining a multiple of 8 plus 10. You can also think of it as a multiple of 8 plus 2, but you got to have at least 18 stitches to start. If you try to do it with less than that, it's not going to really work out that well. So at least 18 stitches, multiple of 8 plus 10. And we'll start by single crocheting in the second chain from the hook. So I'll skip this first one, insert my hook into the second, grab a loop, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both loops. And then go ahead and single crochet in the next stitch as well. Then you'll chain 3. We're going to skip the next 2 chains, so skip 1 and 2, and double crochet in the next one. So I'll yarn over, insert into that stitch, grab a loop, pull it through. I have 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, then I'll chain 3 again. I'm going to skip the next 2 single crochet, so skip 1, 2, and then single crochet in the following 3. So I'm skipping 1 and 2, starting this one right here, 1 single crochet, 2 and 3. So here's what I've got so far. Then I'll chain 3, skip the next 2, double crochet in the following one. And you'll just repeat this pattern all the way across. And on your last repeat, you'll find you have 4 chains left after a double crochet, chain 3, and then single crochet in the last 2 chains that you've got there. So that's row 1, that's your right side. Row 2, we're going to chain 5 and turn. Now those 5 chains, the first 3 count as a double crochet and the last 2 count just as 2 chains. So do that, then you're going to single crochet in the chain 3 space. So there's this nice hole here. You're just going to take your hook, go directly into the middle of that hole, grab a loop, pull it through. You got 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both of them. So you have another loop there that you just made, that chain 5. Then we're going to do a cluster stitch. You'll find this listed up at the top of the pattern. So you'll see it says chain 3, yarn over, insert hook in the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on your hook, yarn over, insert into that same chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then when you've got 3 loops, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's your cluster stitch. We'll be doing that a couple of times throughout this project. Then you'll single crochet in the next chain 3 space. So again, just take your hook, go right into that great big hole there, grab a loop, pull it through, single crochet. So that's going to situate your little cluster stitch on top of the double crochet from the previous round. Oops, I lost my place. Alright, so after you single crochet there, then chain 2, skip this first single crochet, double crochet in the next one, which will be the middle of that set of 3. Then chain 2, single crochet in this next chain 3 space. Then we're going to work another cluster stitch. So you'll chain 3, yarn over, go into that 3rd chain, one furthest from your hook, grab a loop, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, back into that same chain stitch, grab a loop, pull it through. You have 4 loops on your hook at this point. You'll yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. Then single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Again, that kind of situates that cluster right over that double there. Chain 2, skip the next single, and then you'll end with a double crochet in the very last single crochet. So that's row 2. Row 3, chain 6, 4, 5, and 6. Flip over, we're on the right side again. And this chain 6, again, the first 3 are going to count as a double crochet, and then the last 3 count as just a chain 3. So then you're going to single crochet in the next single crochet. So skip these chains here, and there's our single crochet. So I'm just going to go in the top of that, work my single crochet there. Turns that into a nice loop there. Then working behind this cluster stitch. So if you want to kind of fold it forward so you can see behind it, go right ahead. You're going to work a double crochet in the top of this double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to fold that cluster in front. There's the top of my double. Just insert right in there, grab a loop, pull it through, and then finish my double crochet. And then you can kind of pop that cluster up if you want. Then you'll single crochet in the single crochet. So what we've done is kind of create a background for this cluster and forced it forward. See how that's forced up like that? If you look over this one, it kind of lies flat, and we forced this one to come forward a little bit. So after you do your single, then you'll chain 3, double crochet on top of this double crochet, chain 3, and then we're going to work, then we've got another cluster stitch here. So single in the single, double behind the cluster, so yarn over. You can kind of fold this forward, go into the top of the double, work your double there, and then single in the single on the other side. 1, chain 3, and end with a double crochet in the last stitch. Now remember, over here we had our turning chain, so I'm just going to count up 1, 2, 3 and work my double in the top of that turning chain, just like that. So you can see how the bobbles are nice and pushed forward now. Gives it a nice texture. See, that was row 3. Row 4. Row 4 is pretty similar to row 2, except we're kind of offset this time. So when you turn around, we're looking at the back here. Gonna go ahead and single crochet in that first double crochet. Single crochet in the chain 3 space. So again, just go right under that chain, work yourself a single crochet, chain 2, skip the next single crochet, so this first one right here, double crochet in the double crochet, which is right here in the middle, yarn over, go right in the top of there, double crochet, chain 2, and then we're going to single crochet in this big chain space again, and we're going to work our cluster stitch. So I'll chain 3, yarn over, go into that third chain from my hook, grab a loop, pull it through, a little stuck, there we go, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the stitch, grab a loop, pull it through, got 4 loops, pull through 2, pull through all 3, and then single crochet in the next loop. So you can see, if I turn around and look at the front again, I'm doing the same thing. Like I said, it's just offset. So now this bobble is between my other 2. So this being a very narrow piece, I'm going to have rows with 2 bobbles, and then a row with 1 bobble, then 2, then 1, etc. So you'll finish row 4. Row 5, again, very similar to row 3, a little bit different because we're offset, but the same basic principles. And then you'll just repeat rows 2 through 5 until your project reaches the size you want it to be. Well guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Here's the sample again, so you know what you're aiming for. Since this one was a little wider, we had rows of 3 and then rows of 2. So it just depends on how long you make that initial starting chain. If you have any questions about this project, you can certainly ask them down in the comments. We'll do our best to help you out. And down in the description, you'll find the links to everything you need for this project. Thanks for watching.
So I'm going from this side to that side, and I'm going to pick up my yarn and draw that up and then finish my double crochet like. So if you do, let's say I've seen scarves made with only pulling 5 loops through, and they look amazing. They're really cute. They come out